VP for game 1.
Okay, it should be a fun one. Nonetheless, it's going to be 5 games possibly with this BO5. It is going to be Virtus.pro versus OG Game 1 Grand Finals. Let's go over to Cap and Blitz.
But Oracle Bristle still sounds really strong. Like, I think Sumail might even die here.
Yeah, they're actually taking it to Sumail right now. ILTW, he just needs probably 2 more quill sprays. Let's see if this last one doesn't. Not quite with the magic stick, but now he's just going to keep running, and Sumail knows it. But a lot of it is playing off of this medium camp. He has close proximity to him in the Radiant side. 33 is going to be gone on, though, and if he wants to get out, he'd have to TP away, and it looks like it's just not worth it. He'll maybe TP back into the lane. So, trying to stop Resolution from taking their outpost, and he's done him a number of times here. Magic Missile to follow up that last stun with Sumail here to clean up, and a nice kill. Good.
Oh,
with that. That's where No Tail's supposed to come in. They do have a save of sorts. With that swap, the call's going to go down on to Seb. Seb, in 2 seconds for the time lapse, now silence up. The magic wand goes off, preventing the Culling Blade kill. But he still dies nonetheless. Swap back, Saksa going to be forced to use his Rolling Thunder here to get out.
Lockdown. So False Promise is always there too.
Yeah, these 2 single target stuns of the Magic Missile and Primal Roar just hard countered by the Oracle.
And they're hunting for Sumail right now. They're going to know he's out there.
They're going to find him. They're going to be able to get the call with the Creep Blades hitting onto Resolution. This time they don't even need the Culling Blade, which is still on cooldowns.
Not even going to bother chasing him. And instead, it's top.
Okay, can they actually get this kill? It'll be massive on ILTW. They're going to pull in Seb as well. 33 trying to get in front. Still has the Primal Roar ready to go. They're going to wait for one more Rolling Thunder stun. And they don't even need the follow-up from the Beastmaster, but they have to be aware of this team fight. Virtus.pro, they know there's a lot of heroes low here. They're going to be able to get the call. Resolution just going for the support right away. The rest of OG should be able to retreat just fine.
Blinks in, but Saksa does have his ulti, and he's going to pop the Rolling Thunder.
Once again, he's going to try and use it to get out. Solo is going to be hit by this. Back and forth. So that is probably killed on the other side. 33 actually going for the kill here onto the Death Prophet. The Yule Scepter goes down. The damage, swap back in. Can they get this one? Trying to save him. No, Resolution. He denied it by being able to get that kill. Now the Supernova explodes. 2 Culling Blade shots, make it a 3. Triple kill for him, but no one denies the Ultra. He gets that final kill in Saksa, thanks to the Crypt Swarm.
And they're going to get this early Roshan, which is going to make them even more miserable to deal with.
On to Seb, right as they take that Roshan. If they get this kill, it'd be massive, and the Culling Blade does manage to deny the time lapse from the Weaver.
You saw it clicked.
Resolution, mega kill streak for him.
And No Tail is once again dead.
Yeah.
Flea
swarmed upon. 4-14. Now it's an 8,000 net worth lead. Now we're getting to that point that we were talking about earlier, where Virtus.pro are building up such a lead that even Sumail's Terrorblade will find it hard to be able to counteract this. Now that Blade Mail, it's doing so much damage. Resolution soloing member after member of OG.
Sumail must be pissed. He's like, why are you there? Your entire team is showing on the map right now. How do you just make that read to go jungle and then find me?
Yep.
That is not a place where he expected to die, and that was such a good move by Rezo. Just hold that jungle area. His team doesn't need him. They have Aegis right now. You be a little bit risky and you'll bait this Terrorblade out, because he won't feel safe to farm in this triangle because he doesn't know where the vision is.
Oh, another call. This time on a Seb. The swap's going to be there this time around, though. No Tail probably going to sacrifice his life. The Supernova on the high ground. Nicely placed by Zayas, and he's probably going to catch this Weaver. Time lapse goes out, but he's still stunned. Can they get the call follow-up? Resolution sure can. He's there in a pinch. Double kill for him. The fight may not be done just yet. A sound's going out, preventing that Rolling Thunder on out. The sound's going to wade away, though, and now no one. He's a little bit caught here. The Centaur's looking like a pretty good fight. Rolling Thunder. This is just a dead Death Prophet. No one. He gives up his dominating streak. Saksa still looking for a little bit more, but they should be happy with what they got.
Yeah, they got some bounty runes out of that. The kill. ILTW now has shown up. He was not there for like
back in
the entirety of that fight, and he's gonna fight through.
Man call? No, the swashbuckle too over to the side. The blade belt damage though doing so much to Samael. He can't even get off a Sunder here. Saksa now on the run, but a godlike Rezo searches for Beyond. Won't get it here, but perhaps the next team fight. Are ahead like this, and now Rezo hunting 33, getting the battle hunger on him to slow him down. Seb is nearby, as is No Tail, so they shouldn't give this kill up so easily.
This would be a pretty big turnaround kill if they could get it.
Here, they've already got him down to half health. Managed to get off the call, though. All that physical damage being shrugged off by Resolution. The call now fading. That armor gone. And can they get him low enough? No, it's going to be the save from Solo. He gets the false promise. Now 33 is going to be Yule sceptered up in the air. He is certainly dead. And No Tail likely to be chased down as the viscous nasal goo. No, they actually turned for the Weaver instead because Resolution found that initiation instead. Damn the supports. Kill the cores. And that's 2 of them dead. 21-6 now. Virtus.pro. He just jumped inside the base. He doesn't give a damn about your tier 3 now. Soxen's going to try and push him back out, but No Tail's already dead. That Rolling Thunder not going to be able to land on his Zions again. That was the one support that was a little bit low. Look at this push coming in. Virtus.pro, they're not going to slow down for a moment here. Another call this time. It's whiffed. Resolution backing up. Just let no one do his work with the exorcism. They don't really need to do a whole lot other than just watch the tier 3 die at this rate.
This is certainly going to be an early tier 3 tower taken in 22 minutes. I mean, we've just had fast series after fast series. Sumail, we saw what his Terrorblade could do earlier, but this VP team, I mean, they are just a train.
Seb coming in from behind, immediately going for that Phoenix. Sox is going to try and help him out, but Resolution's already killed No Tail, and the rest of Virtus.pro go to the back line. They saw Seb. They're going to try and double Yules him up to be able to get the call follow-up from Resolution. It's not up just yet. Seb, though, chased by so much damage. They have the sentries out as well. Seb, tries to cut through the trees, but is caught by a net. The clumsy net holds him in place long enough for Rezo to get that double kill. ILTW challenging anybody from OG to fight him at this point. A man to dodge, trying to help out, but is it enough for Samael to get off the Thunder? He does manage to get it with the Rolling Thunder on through. Resolution finally dies. ILTW is getting low as well. A Primal Roar pushes them all out of the side. Oh, what a Rolling Thunder! OG! What is this? What is happening? Are they about to turn this one? No one turns with the Spirit Siphon trying to steal through this. They have a swap back by Samael. He punches out the damage. Now, no one's dead. ILTW, another desperation TP, but it's denied by No Tail. That is a 6-man wipe. They held. Pro, they just lost on the high ground, and OG, they just managed to hold this game a little longer. Especially since he can't even last hit kills with Purifying Flames when Resolution is there.
OG, they're smoked up. This could be their fight.
This
the Roar.
A massive one. The ILTW. He goes for the back line. Stocks that. He's
only at half health.
He's chasing up the Oracle. Can they bring down ILTW during that time? No, they cannot. He turns his back to him and he managed to get off the false promise.
They gotta get out
the
now.
Retreat from OG. Samael, he has a little bit. He's got the center. Is he in it off? No, it's too much damage. He dies right away. Resolution there with a chop on the 33s. They turn back towards Seb. Seb, he did get dusted up, but they didn't see where he went. ILTW is way too big with the Crimson Guard AC. He shrugs off all that physical damage.
That was not even that close. He still had like 1,300 HP after all that. That is not the target you want to go on.
No.
ILTW presented his back to you. You said, sure, let's throw everything at it.
And Saksa played it perfectly. Saksa actually got to the back line and chain stunned Solo. With his Blink Dagger, he found Solo and stunned him 3 times in a row. That's what you have to do in order to kill a core in this game, but they chose the wrong core to try and kill. Seb's gonna get caught out in that top lane because Resolution doesn't need to be with his damn team when they're taking the barracks like this. He goes off, he hunts, he lets the rest of Virtus.pro worry about the objectives.
He's played this game so well. I cannot wax poetic enough about how well this Axe is played.
This man is a straight killer. And he has been on the loose for the last 30 minutes. OG have been unable to stop him. And it's getting harder and harder with a BKB 10-second duration.
They're going to get all 4 bounty runes.
And for the Death Prophet, 4 bounty runes, a Roshan with Aegis and Cheese. The advantages keep on racking up. So OG, what do you do to stop them? Do you try and fight this Roshan without Seb?
I feel like you have to fight it. I kind of think you lose the game if you give this one up. Maybe Saksa will go for a snipe. I could see Saksa snipe this.
Yeah, Rolling Thunder with Blink Dagger.
No. No,
but
another grab by Rezo.
He is going to be able to go into the back line and stun up some of these heroes. He ventures into the Roshan pit, but no tail. Despite that swap, 33 is still going to die. They're both going to die here. And Saksa, his Rolling Thunder's about to wear out. He hits him one more time, swashbuckle up, but it's so unlikely for him to be able to get away here.
Another chop. And Rezo just knew they were up there. They have good ideas right now about where the entirety of OG is. He's gonna go for the TP.
Oh,
look at this.
This man.
He's given the signal to kill.
The predictions, man. He has that ward. He's going to signal. Someone needs to help me out with this one. It's going to be Zayat. Resolution. He's going to get the call with the blade mail. Now, is it going to be enough damage fast enough? They need to prevent it.
Oh, he's got the thunder.
Samael now turning. Seb sees an opportunity to be able to collect his resolution kills. Samael's got to be careful, though. The Sunray's burning him out. He's just going to die to the support. Resolution does go down to Seb, and Zayat has a bug on him. But the rest of the Virtus.pro is on their way, so Seb's not going to go for it. Instead, he's going to try and push out the wave as quick as he can.
And without Sumail, I mean, all these deaths I feel like are worth it. He doesn't have buyback. Resolution does if he wants to use it. I think that trade is 1-for-1 worth it. They just gave him the green light this game. They said, whatever play you want to make, we trust you. Even if it'll leave us vulnerable potentially in a 4v5, we know that your instincts about this game, you're reading the game really well. Just go for it.
Tower's getting pushed around.
Head up to the top lane. It's just a tier 2 and tier 3 that separates Virtus.pro from getting mega creeps here. Science with the Aghanim Scepter now on the Phoenix. This Bristleback has so much covering him. OG, I think the only way they win the fight is outside the base here, but they're trying to take it somewhere near this high ground. But there was some vision. They're still smoked up and still trying to find that backline. They cannot go straight through Virtus.pro.
They need to kill Solo, and they want to avoid ILTW at all costs.
ILTW is way too massive. They're going to push forward.
Solo.
He's going to join him here. Solo is going to be spotted out, but does have the Glimmer Cape protecting him. The Rolling Thunder, it's going to cause some havoc. They do have that stun onto no one here, but he pops his BKB. Solo forced to use the False Promise on himself. Everyone is still alive here, but no one. He's going to challenge Samael. He's got the Spirit Siphon plus the BKB. Samael turning away a little bit, pops his Manta. Oh, but now he's in silence up. Swap goes over, but no chance to be able to get off a Sunder. They try and go for the egg too, but the double Yule Scepter, it protects the egg. One from no one, the other from Resolution, who gets the chop on Asaxa. And now it's just Seb and 33. 33, he's certainly dead. Seb, maybe with the time lapse, can get out. He's just going to Shikuchi over the side and goes to where 33's corpse is currently laying in the jungle. They're going to find Seb, chase him down. The dust is going to wear out in a second here, but long enough to get the Yule Scepter call. That will finish him off. What a game from Virtus.pro. They can just run down mid lane and go straight for that lane, or straight for tier 4s, I guess, at this point. Yeah, No Tail's gonna call it. Virtus.pro, man, showing that they are not to be trifled with in this best of 5 series. Resolution in particular, I mean, we've been talking about Rezo and his performance as he gets better and better.
Well, we will have to see. OG, you've got to prove to us. You've got to show us the answer. Do you have it in this game with that last pick, Legion? Or will no one continue with this dominant performance he's had in game number 2 as we head over to Cap and Blitz?
He's been very good for their team.
Nice combination here is probably going to bring Resolution down, and that will be the first blood secured for Samael.
Yep.
Nothing's happening. It's kind of good. Resolution forces his Primal Roar. Dragon Form is also on cooldown. Maybe this is an opportunity. Seb, can he get close enough to be able to get the duel? He might be able to. He pops his W and will manage to close it up, but he's been disarmed. Very nicely done by Solo. Some damage is going to come in. No Tail might be able to get there with Inkswell after the Purge is out, so they will manage to get that kill, even if it's not a dual one. Now the Helmet Dominator creep, though, is going to be able to catch Seb, and he's got the Black Hole ready to go. There's no stun to stop this. It will be a 1-for-1 trade-off, but at top lane, ILTW with the Dragon Form out dies.
Barrier 2.
Smale booking it forward. See if he can kill Resolution. That's ensnared, though. Cost him a lot of his HP, and he's a little bit scared to challenge any longer. Now he's going to cut through the trees. His haste rune is about to wear out soon. Jump away, but Resolution coming back.
He might still be dead. They have Hawk vision on him.
They have Hawk on him. The Hawk is going to allow them to be able to dive this tower.
No.
OG. Oh, Seb's going to try and come in. Actually, the Legion Commander getting canceled there, or maybe canceling it himself as they see multiple heroes raiding in. They leave him alive long enough to get the Reaper's Sight kill.
Oh, that was disastrous.
For over 40 seconds.
For whatever reason, it just feels like he has such a free time. Mid lane.
Should be a massive kill, but I just don't see them getting. Okay, maybe with the purge and everything, 33 is going to help Smale claim that kill. They had to blow everything they had and bring almost everybody to that mid lane, but they killed the big no-one Necrophos. The Siege Wagon push is still there as well. Smale, I think he kind of wants to defend this if possible.
Really nice kill by them, and it's with the SD, the purge. They can get him every single time.
Yep.
Soul Catcher is very effective on him too, and without the Oracle being in position or having his level 6, like no problem, no ulti, no issues, but they're gonna make a
here comes
pretty
Science
big
Resolution though. Seb immediately gonna be stepped up, and here comes Smale. Big swell stun possible, doesn't get there in time. Science though does get changed up. He's immediately gonna die. A stun from that Centaur Conqueror does so much, but a Soulbind onto 2. This is beautiful for OG if they can actually bring down this support, but he does manage to get off the False Promise to turn around the duel onto the 2 of them. The Reaper's Sight is gonna be able to cut him down though. He loses that duel, and ILTW and Solo both to walk away healthy, but Smale is still able to claim 1 kill. Oh, we got popped there. Saxa was able to do enough damage. ILTW, no one's gonna fall as well. The duel with the Soulbind setup, it didn't look great at first, but in the end, it results in a team wipe here as Solo is gonna be the last man down.
Double kill.
Smoke up a scan from Virtus.pro, but do they know about Smale here on the side with that high ground vision? They might have, but Smale still able to get on top of Solo here. Has to be careful of Dragon Tail though. It's gonna be coming. Oh, he managed to dodge it. Soulbind onto 2. Quickly, No Tail's gonna be woken back up. On the steal. This is looking beautiful. Science coming in from the side though with a black hole onto 2, but it's quickly canceled by the disruption. They finished off the duels. ILTW will survive a little bit longer, but he's taken so much damage. He will still fall. Smale looks for the next one. He's just gonna run over Solo here. Take that kill. Turn back for Zayat, who dared to try and black hole OG, but now they're going to try and chase him down. These support's a little bit slow, but Smale, he's a lot quicker as long as he hits the slight chains. Ooh, just outside of range. Unable to get that. Does get the 200 gold from the Helmet Dominator creep, 3 kills, and a tower. OG building up on a lead now.
He needed somebody that could just run in so that the Shadow Demon could just press spells at his leisure. And they'll just continue to get hunted around the map.
They have duel here, and Resolution has been cornered. This should be more damage for Seb. Push them to the side with a Primal Roar. There it is, the second duel win of Seb.
And they'll defend mid tower too. Look at this speed at which they're playing.
They can catch no one too.
Just keep
Chain
going
him up. Unfortunately, no duel for Sam to go for any follow-up, but if they get the 8 swell, maybe they can actually get here in time. The purge is going to go off, though. Quickly removes it. The stun, momentary, but the Soulbind locking the 2 of them together. Reaper's Scythe going down. Seb, he will actually die here. Not with the extra Reaper's Scythe death timer added on, but he still falls.
I think all the other games, there might have been games that I haven't cast or anything, but I think the games that I saw anyways, for the most part, they were in control of the early game.
Like you said, we didn't cast that one Pudge game, which looked like a throwaway.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened in that game.
Seemed like they were just kind of clowning around as they had already secured their group stage, and at least game 1. No one gonna be caught here. Solo is gonna be able to bail him out with a False Promise, but I'm not sure how long this is gonna last. No one, he has a lot of heals, but can he stop all this damage? I don't think so. The duel's gonna go down, and they do manage to win it. Solo behind his tier 3 is being chased by Smale. Boom! There he goes, ignoring that magic immunity and going straight for the physical damage. Takes down Solo.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Because nobody came to defend mid or top. Seb actually got to hit top for free for a few hits.
Oh, he tried to blink into the back line to catch Solo. Instead, he's going to go for the duel, and it looks like no one. He's just dead without Solo to bail him out. No one's Necrophos just falls under the slightest hint of pressure.
18-4. They're going to go high ground here. And again, it all comes down to this BKB black hole. Saxa just has to worry about his positioning to make sure that he gets the cancel because there's no BKB, just blink black hole. Make life easy for yourself.
Sumail is going to be able to defend bottom lane while simultaneously still being able to join the boys when it's needed.
And ILTW, he's like, do I really want to be DK in this game? No one dies. They're all so tanky.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways for me to die.
They've got some damage problems for sure.
They've got a lot of problems for sure. Because they're about to lose Rax at 23 minutes. It's 18-4, 9k gold lead. And OG are showing absolutely no signs of stopping.
Yeah. It's Deso build from Sumail is actually doing a decent amount of damage to the tower. Not the most amazing thing in the world, but between his Deso and the press the attack, they do manage to take that top lane.
To get double Rax here at 20.
Look, they're just ignoring no one.
They don't care about him.
They're like, yeah, Solo, go ahead. Save him if you need to. Put Fate's Edict on him, purge him out.
How will you do it?
Do whatever you need to do. They're going to stun up 33 here. Zions going to pop forward with the Malphus as well. 33 quickly cleanses that one. The silence onto no one with the Fate's Edict. He's currently unable to do anything right now. The duel with the back with the wall. What a combo. That takes out 2. They have a buyback already. They is going to be the range barracks. It's going to fall. And yeah, OG, they just back up nice and easy. Virtus.pro, no more catch from them.
Blink black hole. Like, you're literally just trying to all in on this one concept right now.
Seb, he said, I don't need a duel. I will just beat you down to a pulp. He's got it now, so he'll catch Solo to make sure that he does get that extra damage.
Oh, my life.
Barely gets the duel win
so
in time.
close to living, honestly.
ILTW chained up, but honestly, they don't need to go for that DK. It's unnecessary. Look at Seb. He's just beating on the tier 4s. They have the repair kit, though. They're going to jump forwards. No one targeted here. No duel to continue to keep him in place, and the Ghost Shroud protects him pretty decently well. So OG, they start backing up. It's either tier 4s against a repair kit, or they give up on their current positioning and go for the bottom tier 1 and tier 2 towers.
Yeah, and Enigma was just farming the entire time, just trying to get his BKB, which he does.
The smoke up from Virtus.pro. They're not going to wait on their high ground. They're going to try and catch OG at least once here outside of the base. They've got some nice high ground vision here. They're going to show the Necrophos. They're ready to go with the BKB Blink Black Hole. OG. Have to be careful not to take the bait here and not to group up too much. Seb is going to be on the front lines. Sumail creeping up the side, spotted by the Hawk, though. Maybe if Resolution can cut his way over there, he can find this opportunity. He's close enough for the Primal Roar, but his team is a fair distance away. More of them going to tunnel through this right-hand side, while Seb trying to position himself to be a target. Poke at him a little bit. There goes the DK. He jumps forward. Immediately jumping onto No Tail. He doesn't really have a whole lot of damage with the Reaper Sight. Will manage almost cut him down. But the disruption is there instead. He's already taken Solo out. Now they're going to turn around. ILTW loves his BKB, but he misses. The black hole. It's a total one-sided. And they got the time to tip him as they take out Virtus.pro. The GG is instantly called as soon as they see a black hole with nobody inside.
All of that for nothing.
Should be a fun one. Low cooldowns again versus the big team fight of Virtus.pro. Can OG once again steamroll over these lanes, steamroll over the game, or will VP take this game number 3? We'll have to go to our casters, Cap and Blitz, to find out.
Lineup. But this time, it is an overwhelming amount of team fight. And to a point where it doesn't almost matter how far behind you are, you can still win a fight with this combination of heroes.
Yeah,
You've got the Chronosphere Egg with an Ancient Apparition Ice Blast over the top.
You know, it's, oh, they might get first blood.
They really might. Disruption into an Aether Remnant, into a Stomp. Who are they going to give it to?
Seb.
Seb.
Interesting.
their favor, but 33 has to jump away here, but he's going to be pursued both by the Icarus dive and ILTW with the time walk and Aether Remnant, but the burn from the Fire Spirits will certainly get the kill. Boy, a very key timing with all their combinations they have. Seb, they're going to go for him again. Stampede's going to go off. The Icarus dive trying to pursue. No one's there on the other side with a Cold Snap, and Seb, very likely with this Tornado Spear combination, he's just going to die.
Everyone always forgets about that.
His natural habitat.
Yeah. And they've in fact found NoTail, who should be really dead here.
The cold feet mixed with the arena. He's got nowhere to go to stop this stun from going off. Now, Sumail's going to try and get the counter kill on the Zayas. Almost had it to get speared back. Instead, he's on board while he's on agility form. Joins his death, ties it right next to NoTails, and they go down sinking together.
Posture forward. Looks like they're going to just trade out runes, no problem. Sumail's going to grab himself a regen.
Another arena, and Seb may die a second time here as a Sunray. Stampede going off. He managed to stomp the two of them, but he can go nowhere with that burn damage and the cold snap combo. Towards the Vlad's, just a typical aura build up. Very much in the style of kind of 4 Protect 1, just trying to help Sumail here. But he managed to get off the string. Is that going to matter? I don't think so. Too much damage rains in on him. That Chronosphere with the cold feet, with cold snap, and all the damage they can lay into it. Sumail doesn't stand a chance.
OG, in my opinion, pretty hard. The net worth lead is still, it's negligible.
Science pulled back in. Can they get the stop? They managed to land that. He still has the Icarus dive as well as the Supernova. He gets a small distance away. Is he going to pop the ultimate, or is he just going to give up his life? He gives it up. That is a mega kill streak for Sumail. But at the same time, in the middle lane, 33. He got caught by the arena and spear combo. He's a little bit of a stack here, thanks to high ground ward. 33, if he ventures a little bit too close, he's going to be swept up in the tornado. Swashbuckle away, possibly. Disruption goes down, but this is just going to set up for the spear.
Nice.
Okay, nicely done. 33 pops out the other side. And now the Aether Remnant is going to be able to grab Zayats there. Pulls him back in. Trying to slow down these heroes if they can get to him with the Rolling Thunder inside this river area. It could be a disaster for Virtus.pro. 33 bounces back and forth into Resolution, onto ILTW. Trying to finish off Resolution. They still need more damage, though. Now the Chronosphere. It managed to catch the 2 backline heroes. Sumail, he managed some more strength, so he's going to be okay. But they still haven't finished up those damn heroes they were searching for in the first place. They've killed Resolution's Mars, but Zayats is still being... Oh, what a jump in from 33. He managed to at least kill out the Ancient Apparition. He got a couple of lucky shot procs, pulling back in. No one with the Aether Remnant. He's looking for a little bit more. Saksa disassimilates and tries to retreat, but ILTW, he's going to chase after him. Almost catching him. Another Aether Remnant is up for Saksa. Popping now to try and stall ILTW, but without any mobility spells, he is going to be caught, trapped, and brought down. ILTW with the triple kill.
It was the turnaround. He didn't get that one more hit on a Rezo that would have made life easier. You can see that ILTW hesitates. If they have AI Splash here, Sumail's at 100%.
Back into the game with him caught. No,
that's a big kill.
That is a massive kill.
And they're going to find one more.
Zayats, he's going to be bumped by the during Sunray with the Rolling Thunder. Hits him twice.
And they might finally claim that mid tower for themselves without even losing their own. Very big turnaround. Would have loved to have seen how that started, but it doesn't really matter because they get a tower out of this and they need to continue to just press their advantage and fight. You can see the line being drawn around the map. One thing they've done very well is Sumail's constantly farmed. And the one big move that they did make led to a kill. They might just kill on the same exact spot. OG
Sentry
hunting the area. They're gonna see no one here. They're gonna catch him again like
they want it. They got the stop. That's big. They're gonna follow it up with the purge. The arena's gonna go down, trying to protect him with the Aether Remnant. They pulled him back through. Now the Rolling Thunder's gonna hit him time and time again. And Sumail is there to collect the kill. Now they're gonna hit Sumail. Oh, ILTW. He's been bounced off.
There's a lot of wasted ultis right now.
The Supernova's gonna go down, but a clean retreat. No, not so clean. Seb's gonna be caught into the back line with no one buying back like that. He will punish Seb for that initiation. 33 jumps to the other side of the river, but a Chronosphere is gonna make sure he's caught. No disruption from NoTail just yet. Neath the Remnant tries to jump in. He's Sumail back and forth as he turns into the Void Spirit. He's trying to get away. Resolution going for the kill onto 33. 33 hoping for a lucky shot. He needs a lucky shot. Can he actually get it? The clumsy net goes out from ILTW. He managed to jump away, but Saksa DOTA. He's trying to go for that back line once again with all the poison stacks. No, it's a little bit low. Dive back onto the Sentry. Samael, dominating streak for Samael as he managed to bring him up. Nice swashbuckle. That's going to be able to disarm at least ILTW here and slow down the Mars, who chases No-Tail. He needs a couple more hits. No-Tail trying to dodge him. Another lucky shot. He needs it just at the right time, but a God's Review finishes him off. Looking forward, a 33. Dodges the spear. Pushes forward onto Resolution. Aether Remnant's going to be pulled back while Samael takes down Zayas. Resolution will finally die in the end, despite the buyback from Virtus.pro. OG managed to be the victors of that engagement.
1,000 gold, and they're going to go into Roshan too. I harped on this the entire early game about how if they can get control of the map, I said VP need at least a 2,000 gold lead to be able to prevent this comfortably. And this is the downside of your massive cooldown, big combo ulti lineup. Is if anything misses, it looks terrible. Sumail, as soon as he sees the AA Ice Blast go off, he's like, this is a free fight for me. Literally nothing can touch me. And he's completely right. He's got Manta for the Spirit Vessel. They don't have the best ways to deal with him in the fights. They don't have continued lockdown for him. It's really just the Faceless Void Chrono into Ice Blast. And they still have, they've only hit that on him once, if you recall. That time ILTW came mid.
Stampedes, runs off the cold feet.
And again, he's unstoppable. Starting to utilize their net worth very well.
He wants that kill, and he may just have it. Yep, solo. He just gets one shot before anything can happen. Gets off the hood. Disruption. Be able to buy him some time here. Tornado comes through, toss him up in the air. He's going to be bounced back by the arena wall. EMP burns him out a little bit more. It looks like the cold snap, he's probably dead here, but so is Zayas. And now Samael turning into a Faceless Void. He turns back into Morphling form, but an Aether Remnant stops LTW from getting extended. Now he's being chased down, and he gets bursted just like that. Samael pushes forward a little bit farther. He sees no one. He's already dead. Zayas on the high ground has popped the Supernova, but Samael don't give a damn. He pushes into the tier 3, dodges the Supernova stun. They try and catch him with the Aether Remnant. Samael with these double mobility spells between turning into a Faceless Void and time walking around while also waveforming around at the same time. He can catch almost anybody.
And they've got a 5k gold lead, 17-17, but all these early kills never led to that mid tower, which made VP's life impossible, and he's just going to get another kill.
Beyond godlike Samael.
They can't defend this now. They don't have Chrono Ice Blast.
They don't have their big abilities. And OG, they know it too. Look at those odds, man.
VP are just crumbling. They're just getting ran at right now, and they don't know how to stop it. It really starts with those back-to-back pickoffs that they got onto no one. He dies back for one of those engagements. And OG, they're just everywhere at once in these team fights, and so it's really hard for ILTW to set up. And with the Aegis up on Sumail, they're really reluctant to just blow the combo on him.
That is the full lane of barracks dead.
It's destroying him. Or the
time dilation?
Yeah, the time dilation.
That is rough. They're going to smoke up, trying to go into the high ground, but Samael immediately initiates the two-man stun. Hitting the two-man stun. Immediately the Supernova's going to be popped here, but it's not enough to protect no one. Samael keeps on pushing. He's going to go for solo here on Night Rolling Thunder. That chain stuns on ILTW 1, 2, 3 times. Fortunately, there is going to be resolution time. A force stun, a follow-up stun. ILTW, he can't do anything. They didn't even need Samael for the damage. OG, the other two-man, of course, managed to bring down ILTW. A second life on Samael means a second tier 2 tower and a second tier 3 to fall.
This is going to be 2 sets of racks, and VP, again, they just can't pair anything together right now, and this Invoker just gets ran at in every single engagement. He has no breathing room at all, hasn't advanced his items one bit. It's going to be an 11k gold lead. It's just 24 minutes into the game. Going into this day, I really thought it was going to be a 3-1 stomp for OG, but right now it's looking the other way.
Certainly is. Virtus.pro. They seem to have the wrong idea on how to combat OG.
I think they had the better idea game one. Just continue to try to play fast.
Yeah.
Get on the map and get aggressive. Don't give them breathing room.
Adjust. It spotted no one. Aether Remnant almost catching him there. Resolution was ready to jump in to bail out no one if needed to. But they're pushing into a high ground. Seb sees them. He blinks away. Oh, a spear actually managed to nail up the
looking for Sumail right now.
They really want this kill onto No-Tail to dodge the disruption by LTW. He's in trouble. Oh, he's just dead. Popped. Samael takes him down. Now the bounce in from 33 is going to be able to disrupt this no-tail kill they're searching for so long. They finally did get it, but it comes at a cost to Seb. He's now going to be able to chase down Solo as well. A buyback from him, and Arena goes out. A spear trying to get out of this damn arena is Resolution. He runs away from Saxa. Saxa with a dissimulate dodge. A little bit more damage from the sun rays, not quite enough. A disruption and Aether Remnant. Science, he's trying to get away now with Resolution. They're trying to retreat back to their base because their 2 cores are dead. Solo's going to be left behind as Seb sees him. Oh, a spear. Maybe he can bail him out here. The 3 try and retreat. No tail. He wants the kills. He wants the disruption to finish him off. This could just be the 3rd and final lane of barracks here. Double kill for Samael. They get those 2. The mid lane's pushing in. Tier 4s are available to assault, or they can take a breather and try and push through bottom.
Ooh, there's a lot to unpack in this game. And with 26-18, the score looks kind of close, but 15k gold lead, they can't keep up in these fights, and they're doing such a good job of isolating ILTW or Solo. They're always ripping off one of that combo and making it impossible for them to just hit their 4 big ultis. We haven't really even seen it this game, and I don't think we will, as they're going to try to end the game right here. Buyback, only Invoker has it. He's already up, but I don't know what he does by himself. They need the AA Ice Cross for the damage.
They've all got that.
The
Morph is already off, so without an Ice Blast, there's not much they can do against this. They try and go for the arena. Samael is at full health right now. They do have the Meteor combination. That's going to do a little damage to No Tail, but the supports are not what they need to kill. They need to deal with these cores. As Seb, he's already taken out ILTW. Resolution
no, he pushed him out.
Okay, the Ice Blast pushed done. Samael is just able to focus on the throne, and with nothing slowing him down, nothing stopping Samael from getting this throne, Virtus.pro will call it here. OG now leading the series 2-1.
Playing their best Dota today, so. Yep, we'll have to see. This should be a very good one. It is going to be game number 4. OG is up 2-1. Can the No One team bring it back to a 2-2, or will Samael zip himself into that 3-1 victory? We'll have to see with Cap and Blitz.
Every excuse you could possibly give them. You've got a carry on high ping. You've got 2 stand-ins. Stand-ins that, by the way, have a role where they can't actually play. There's no mid laner here. You've got a carry, you've got 2 off laners, there's no actual mid laner. You've got every excuse you can give OG. And so when they finally matched up against Virtus.pro, you're like, all right, VP, they're just gonna 3-0 it. They're just nice and easy, a clean team. But everything says that the odds are against them. Let's go into the game, shall we? As we actually have
I think the odds are against them again. And they actually got first blood on the side of VP. All right, so VP have learned, and the lowest cooldown that they have is now Bat Rider ulti or something? Or
100 seconds for Grimstroke ult.
Grimstroke ult, yeah.
100 seconds for Lasso.
Yes. So they're pretty much just team fight now.
No high cooldowns.
No high cooldowns, just fighting.
TA Ember Spirit. Those heroes always are ready to fight.
I always wanted.
Do you think it's actually going to give them an advantage? Oh, 2-man Fisher. They're going to be able to get a counter kill. They already gave up the first blood,
might
so
be dead.
this ILTW kill isn't going to be worth as much, sadly, for OG.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Pulling the creep wave. I think this is not a lane that he wants to be in a pure 1v1 situation in, and Sumail's going to get rolled on. This should be his death with the slow.
Now that's trying to gank somebody. Sumail tries to do as much damage as possible before he goes down. Resolution here, this top lane, we occasionally see it. He's just cutting waves, and there's not much No Tail can really do to stop him, especially since they did not start with the Skywrath in this lane. Because he was bottom lane, Resolution has kind of had a free go of it.
Yeah, he's going to even get the stack here.
Yeah, we'll see. No Tail definitely doesn't want to give it to him, and Resolution doesn't want to have to share that experience, so he may just wait a bit.
If No Tail is like the most, or Rezo is the most hyper-efficient player, he's going to go for, he's going to click No Tail's hero, say like, guys, completely out of mana. And that's why Science is also coming to protect, just in case, but Rezo,
pull this
he's going to,
over.
He's going to pull this all over Firefly, and he's going to get massive off of this. He missed 1 to range creep, but who cares, because you're going to get all of these other little creeps. And with No Tail sitting in the fire, he might just die for this.
Yeah, with a roll in from Science, this is the most efficient farm you could possibly have on Resolution.
This like style where they have items that are really cost efficient and cheap at fighting, and I don't know if Radiance necessarily fits into that mentality.
Well, it's going to be pretty powerful here with that that stun of the Firefly plus Inkswell. They should be able to run down Seb here, but the Fisher actually separates the two of them, and Seb, he's getting away. In fact, it's going to be Resolution who's in trouble. Samaya almost finished him off. 33 will manage to get the kill to Zayats.
Seb is still alive.
Seb is still fighting back. He's getting impetus after impetus. That's going to bring Solo low, and now no one on the retreat, but Samaya looks to slow him down. Does Saksa have that Fisher? Not quite yet. Couple more seconds needed for that one. OG.
Oh man, I can't believe Seb didn't die there.
It's away. Down you go, he says, as their mid tower does indeed fall. Resolution. Not much he can do in a bad. He's instead maybe gonna try and go for Seb here. Saksa in the back line is being assaulted by no one. No one slowing him down with trip after trap. No, Saksa does eventually fall, but so does Resolution. Trade out there to the favor of OG. Before, time and time again in this series. Oh, jump in onto Solo, who's going to pull back here. The raindrop is not going to be much protection against Seb and all the pure damage from those impetus shots. Roll back in onto Samaya, low on mid. Nice. They're going to be able to get the combo onto him with Resolution on top of the Firefly as well. They're slowly bringing him out. 33 is going to be here though, the Aphotic Shield, and that stops a ton of the damage. Seb, that's going to be a secondary target here. Seb is going to get burned out before 33 has a second round of Aphotic Shield. ILTW still going for that back line. Really wants to kill Samaya as quick as possible, and he does manage to get that one. Science with the double kill. Keeps on going. Saksa turns around with that ultimate, the Echo Slam. Not enough to kill the Ember Spirit though, and 33 just getting side-bladed. He's bit by bit with no ultimate left. They do manage to get Zayats though, thanks to No Tail and that Fisher from Saksa. Still a really, really bad fight for OG. Get another tower that is. Saksa could have his Blink Dagger.
And they did go for the smoke. I like this. They want to still try to take a fight.
Gonna be able to grab Seb, pull him into the tier 2 tower with the Inkswell stun right after the lasso. It means he's so far away that 33 cannot get there on his bat. Now, no one jumped in, but he's immediately grabbed by Samaya. The Echo Slam's gonna go down, trying to chain stun him out. No one delivers the damage to be able to finish off that Earthshaker, and he's still somehow alive. 33 tries to chase him down on the bat, but he has to retreat now. Zayats, a kick from the high ground, slows down 33. He's forced to use his Aphotic Shield, but a chains is now gonna ruin him to the spot. 33 should just die as Samaya cannot help him out here. ILTW gets the double kill.
With the silence, Sumail had wasted all of his mana trying to all in onto this Templar Assassin. And they try for the grab again onto Rezo.
Now Resolution, he's going to be grabbed by Sumail. Sumail actually gets silenced up here. Oh, that damage. No one takes out the Storm Spirit. Will they get the disable? Zayats is going to roll in and nail Sumail perfectly. 3 shots to the dome from no one, and Sumail is dead. Now Seb, half his health gone, immediately a buyback. A double chains there. The Fisher with the double stun. Sumail's going to be able to roll in and does grab Zayats before he can roll out. Now he's going to look for the Ember Spirit as well, but ILTW
need more than
jumps once, and he's got another remnant to go, so he should be fine here.
Whose mango tree is that, by the way?
That, I believe, is Virtus.pro's.
Oh, that mango tree.
Oh, they managed to roll in. Pull him back. He's silenced up. He's flame broken. Seb does have 33 though, and he knows he can kind of keep going as long as he's got the Aphotic Shield here, but now they've been soulbound together. No one. He got the mega kill streak, but he's going to be needed here for the team fight. He quickly takes out the back line, and now 33 with his ultimate already being used. He will slowly but surely be chased down. Samaya, that's a problem for him. He turned around and hit some creeps. He has no mana to be able to work with here. He is going to be chain stunned, and a dieback for him. OG losing back-to-back team fights there.
And this will finally be their mid tower going down. ILTW has come back finally after being so far behind in this game. We're seeing his impact. He's got a Maelstrom alone. He's saying, I will not repeat the mistake of last game. I will not just farm. I have to fight my way out of this hole.
And no one, he wanted the be-all, end-all hero of this game, the Templar Assassin, and he's showing that he can put it to just deadly instrument in his hands.
I think it's the setup from Zayats and Resolution. Yep, that's 4 runes, and all of a sudden we've got a 5k gold lead. We're just going to trade stomps out for a game 5, I bet.
Yeah, it seems like it's Seb. He's going to be grabbed here. Lasso, Inkswell stun. A lot of damage coming from ILTW while no one quickly blinks in and deals with No Tail. He says, you're not going to be bailing out your brother here in arms. Too much of a net worth advantage. In fact, they did more than that. They fought back in multiple team fights to now claim a gigantic net worth lead.
Again.
Maybe a big team fight. Seb going to be targeted here with the BKB from no one, allowing him to pump some damage out unimpeded, but Seb actually does manage to get away. No-Tail, not quite as lucky, though. Blown up by the combination from ILTW and no one. Seb will eventually go down, though. He just has nowhere to run to and nowhere to hide.
And the executing shot from no one. It was that fight where they try to fight with the Aegis going on for the low ground, but it started with Seb getting picked off and no one tanking pretty much every single ability. Now that he's got his BKB, he's good.
Oh,
33.
look at that. Zayas. He's got the distance of the rolling boulder talent, and he used it to catch up to 33. 33 tried to hide behind the tier 2 tower, but because of Zayas, no one gets the beyond godlike solution. Trying to stop this outpost from being taken, but his life may be taken in some. Oh, the blink, nice blink away. The Eul's blink.
And now they're all here.
The chain's up.
The boys are back.
The male almost nailed there by Zayas. He's going to be silenced, though. No one keeps on going for it. He does manage to get that kill. Seb's going to be left behind. 33. He knows that if he tries to bail out this Enchantress, he'll probably just be another death on the pyre here. No one. Oh, boy. What a catch there from ILTW. Double chains. Kick 33 back outside of his face. Finish off no one, and then turn back for that Batten with the borrowed time. But the chains to stop the TP out. That is pretty much a 5-man wipe.
Actually, no, it's going to be a 5-man wipe.
Because Saksa is going to die as well. He had just died bottom lane, and now he dies again. Roll OG out, but you can roll Seb probably
come on,
dead.
Seb.
You can probably roll his life out. All right, the Ghost Scepter. Okay, the Yule Scepter to dispel that. Flame Break to poke him away from his base.
He actually lives for like a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
And they found 33.
They have plenty of stuns, so what's the boy to do? He's just gonna keep running. Survive as long as you can. Pop the borrowed time at the right time to take some damage off, but no. I'll just follow him.
He is not advanced in gold at all. We talked about how he had that really early hum of Dom. They took that tier 1 tower top, and since then he's got Vlads and nothing else. And that was like 20 minutes ago. TA, on the other hand, has 5,000 gold. They're gonna pop their pair kit. It's a good item.
Pair kit. But much like how we were talking about whether No-Tail dies to 2 shots or 3, feels like this melee barracks may eventually die. Well, he lost his Aegis, so OG, they can formulate a response here.
Yeah, this could be their opening. The long hit. Pop. It's only one set of racks.
Yeah. They do have the Aghanim Scepter almost being done for some mail. I don't know what their combo is going to be off of that. I guess it's just Echo Slam, but they don't have any other AoE damage to pump into it. So we're going to need a Dream Echo Slam for him. No-Tail, well, he's dead. Okay, there goes. They managed to get the double pull. 33's trying to protect Jamil right now.
Oh, the Yule onto the Earthshaker.
No one does too much physical damage. And now they've nailed Saksa. He gets off the Echo Slam, but it is a death croak from him as he falls. No one gets the ultra kill. Give him the rampage. Just do it, VP. Look at him surrounding Seb like that. They set no one.
He stuns up the Earthshaker as he blinks in. Yeah. Then they Yules him and they fan out, and he hits.
Okay, this should be a fun one. Game number 5. It's all decided right here. Is that last pick Enigma gonna do it? Or will no one once again just have a beastly performance? Game number 5, and it'll be casted by Cap and Blitz.
That it runs into the tower and bounces off, in turn pushing into Virtus.pro. 33 is actually going to immediately be assaulted here as a long duration Fortune's End holds him in place. Now they just need to make sure to keep that poison sting damage ticking up. Resolution's got to be careful of the tower, though. 33 should eventually die here unless he could somehow juke it out, but no, that's going to be your first blood. Solo claims the kill. All right, finally got level 3 on the Beastmaster. He did it by soaking some experience away from mid. He's going to join his allies in trying to shut down the Bristleback. He said, screw it. My lane's terrible. Let me just go ahead and help make sure that Bristleback's game is equally terrible.
Haha, he's also not getting far.
Blocked out a little bit by the shards, has to work his way around it. The boar keeps on slowing down ILTW. He's being chased farther and farther. The tag team doing so much damage here. No one shows up. He's only level 5 here with a double poison touch, though. Maybe they could do something here. Solo, make sure 33 cannot TP away. And Soxa, he walks right on by Solo. Both teams double walking around. Sentry on out. No tail. You're going to be saved by Seb here. Seb just kind of waiting.
Oh, he got blown up.
It whips halfway through.
What is with black holes today?
Grab Seb immediately. Now an opportunity for Rolling Thunder. If they want to pursue here, they can. The swashbuckle goes out. The Rolling Thunder. Nice snowball dodge and put it onto the Panko. He's pulling him all back. Now he can bounce him off the wall. No, he actually doesn't go for it. He just tries for a clean escape here. While Samael, he sees no one on that Storm Spirit. Has a bit of mana to work with and a Fairy Fire. So it'll take a lot here to bring him down. No one's actually going to turn, pull him into the tower, and try and jump, and a sleight of fist catches him right as he lands next to Zayat's dead in the grave, and Dazzle has no shallow grave to protect himself. A triple kill for Samael. Has yet to really get a good grip on this game. Hasn't found any big kills. He's going to look for 1 on 33 here. He immediately gets Primal Roared up. He's going to be taking some tower shots, but should be saved by Zayat. Now, the Rolling Thunder. Oh, it's still not going to go off. He didn't actually ever cast it. Resolution just dies, and Zayat will also fall underneath the tower. Samael gets that double kill.
He protects his poor ass Beastmaster, but probably going to be a dead no-tail here. Many different summons on the ground.
Yeah, last game it was in a battle with the Helma Dominator. Like,
and
there's very clearly a game plan.
Yeah, there's a theme here.
He takes control. Trying to grab him the silencer. The first target here, no tail. He's not stunned, but doesn't go for the global. He holds onto it, and he'll hold onto it into his grave as Samael. Now he buys back, pops that global silence. His solo's going to be finished off here. Samael looks for the next one in Zayat. Same time, ILTW.
Oh, he guessed wrong.
Juked it a little bit. Looks like Samael did spot him, though, and he might still be able to run him down, or maybe not. The chains goes out. Samael is actually out of mana. Of course, he does have that Aegis, but with very little mana to work with, he can't really chase down these heroes.
And that's not the worst thing in the world for a VP.
No better way to be able to siege the tower. Resolution doesn't put himself that far away from Samael with that swashbuckle. So he will get chained up again. One more swashbuckle coming. Now they're going to be saving him. Resolution jumps a little bit farther away. He does have plenty of heals with that to Vlad, so he should be fine. But Solo, no longer having a false promise, has no backup.
Oh, they lost the mech. Seb.
What happened to his courier? No one's cutting the mid-creep wave and kill the courier.
I mean, Seb's courier just died.
ILTW, he has a Vanguard, so he's kind of tanky, but OG, they're so strong right now with the tag team. They make short work of that.
Was very odd. He just kind of ran through them all.
Yeah, and they just beat through his passive. Just at the sign of almost any hero. Virtus.pro has to retreat and blow some
Panko ball misses. Nice dodge.
Ball. Samael was able to get his remnant before he jumped back.
This is 2 ultis expended by VP. ILTW, you've got to start being a little bit careful here. Seb is now coming in for this. They don't have false promise anymore, nor do they have the Pango ball. Surely you can just purge off this silence, but instead he goes for it on the Enigma, and they've got to be careful.
Samael double chain. Solo is still there to try and protect against some of the magic damage, but it's too much physical. Samael's going to be pulled back in. Can they finish one? They actually got him. The black hole. It comes a little too late. The global silence is down. They do manage to catch the Storm Spirit as he zipped in, but he's kind of healthy. He gets burned about. Malphus. Oh, he gets away with just 30 HP. He pops the bottle, and he's going to be fine. And look at ILTW. Maybe he can get his revenge, but he's so slow underneath all of this. The boars, they're keeping him in place. The Crimson Guard goes off. His back is turned, but bit by bit, piece by piece, he may just end up going down the heel. The heel, it's Solo. He's managed to keep him alive. Now Resolution's looking to be able to storm it. No one's back, baby. He barely survived through that team fight, and now he's back to exact his revenge. He's going to be able to pop that Yule Scepter onto 33, allow Resolution to catch up to seal the deal. They're going to go for the boar and the Beastmaster.
Wow, they held
kill for no one.
Cannot commend them enough. And it's really Sumail just jumping in thinking he's invincible. And he might have been if the rest of his team you know, had vision of the high ground.
Low ground, they're going to go for him, trying to burst him down as quick as possible. But he does manage to get off the snowball, goes a small distance away. That Lotus Orb, but not protecting Resolution. As the Global Silence went down afterwards, he needs to be able to get that swashbuckle up. The Zayds are coming in, though. Two different defensive supports will allow this Pango to be able to get back.
Now he's going to get his ball
Thunder, tries to go for the Ember Spirit, but Smail's already jumped away. One remnant up, needs another one to get to the high ground before Resolution's here. Dodges that ball, but it keeps on trucking. Finally, he bumps him out. No, dodges it again. Does manage to dodge it. Back over to Solo. He's been caught by Saksa. He's going to be chased down by the support while the Beastmasters chuck in as well. The Shard's going to be able to block him out, and he should be dead. Virtus.pro keep on moving forward. Seth, they spot him next, but Smail, he's got a surprise for him. Go back in. The Yule Scepter. It goes down, stopping that one. Could have been a game-winning fight, but now it's the turnaround. Smail caught up in the remnant, pulled back in by the Vortex. He's not able to jump away. Science dies to No Tail, but it is a dying croak from No Tail. He goes down. 3 dead on the side of OG, and they just keep on looking for more Resolution. With this Lotus Orb feeling like he's invincible right now, goes past this tier 1 tower. The Shards goes out. He's jumped up in the air by the punch. He still has his swashbuckle to go. Maybe baiting in Seb and Saksa, seeing if they'll overcommit into ILTW, but no. He's not sure whether or not he's going to go for that. He has the Ogre Club. But he has Chrysalis queued up. Does he have a BKB on a courier somewhere? And the zip in. He fights to pull him back. This means no global silence in the fight. This means OG has to immediately retreat. Resolution is not able to get the extra hero. Gets stuck on the cliff instead. They're not careful, though. OG may strike back as they see Solo an opportunity to be able to burst down that 5 position. They immediately
need to protect their supports.
The buyback as well. The Zayas, he's been caught as well. Tries to go for the shallow grade TP out. ILTW stalled off by the Malphus as well. They're going to go from killing these 2 supports, now being able to take on the big tanky cores. ILTW trapped by the Shards, just turning his back to him, delivering what damage he can before he finally dies. No one's going to come over from the side, though. Trying to go for a pickoff onto Seb, but Seb's too tanky, especially with that Essence Ring. And he's got to beware of 33 with that Blink Dagger. One Primal Roar, and this game could be over for no one.
That was a big mistake from VP to win team fights when they get on top of the supports.
Yeah.
Have to protect your 4 and 5. You have to be in front of them, but instead they go far to the left, way out of reach. Without the global silence VP, they want to take this fight. Resolution, he's in there. He's going to bounce back a lot of spells. Gets False Promise.
False Promise. He's going to be okay to get off the Rolling Thunder. Now he's going to try and hit some heroes here. He
can't get Seb
off the wall and allows Seb to be able to blink away.
If he gets Seb there, it's so huge.
2 ultimates now on cooldown. OG. Which do they choose? Do they march into that high ground, or do they take the Roshan? It looks like with the tag team, they'll opt for Roche.
And they got Deso. Seb, he's so critical to this. He's had a few bad black holes, 2 instantly canceled, 1 miss. But all it takes is 1 for you to win a finals.
Resolution. Once again, trying to make himself the target, has the Lotus Orb, has both defensive supports on the high ground ready to play for him.
Roche is getting really low right now. Storm finds a Mindbreaker.
No one is pretty far away. Is he going to go for a long zip in? It's looking like he might. They're trying to get the information. There's the zip through. Doesn't do that much damage, though. Zep, he's able to take off most of it with the Guardian Greaves. He got up the Essence Ring, and now the Primal Roar. It's onto the Sword Trip, but a Lotus Orb saves him. It puts him in the Snowball. Do they have a stun to be able to catch him? No, immediately breaks the Snowball to be able to zip onto 33.
Watch for Seb. He still has it.
Goes for the black hole onto 2. No one can't really stop it. He's out of mana now, and that's just going to hold on through. They do manage to get the Shallow Grave off on the Solo. Solo survives a little bit longer to get off some heals, but now the global silence with the Ice Shards as well. They're stuck. He pops the Yule Scepter, a zip away, but no, a chain that'll hold him in place. No one goes down. No buyback available for no one either. It's only going to be this 3-man from Virtus.pro. They're trying to escort ILTW out of here, but the chase continues for OG. They're going to leave behind Zayat, but Solo's up next. Saksa with the Ice Shard, scouts for him, doesn't find him. So they say, good enough for us. Let's take that Roshan, boys.
VP, if you watch back this replay, it's all going to come down to that one moment where the 2 supports decide to split after they kill Silencer to de-ward and get wards up on this left side.
And Samael, he goes back in. Onto ILTW. They do purge up Samael. Samael may just end up dying here. He's going to go try and get on top of Solo here. He gets off the Shallow Grave and the False Promise. ILTW is going to leave his support behind and try and retreat, but most of OG, they're circling around.
This guy doesn't have buyback.
They know that they can catch him here. They're going to use the Primal Roar. Now he's got his back turned to some of them, but there's so many heroes here. Can they possibly bail him out? The Lotus Orb goes down. The Rolling Thunder is going to bounce on through, hitting Samael, hitting 33. The Ice Shard's going to block him in a little bit longer.
Did they go too far?
Out, but they've actually healed him thanks to the Dazzle. Rolling Thunder continues to hit 33. 33 managed to blink away from that last dodge that may have actually killed him, while no one tried to go for the kill onto Sumail. But Sumail is actually going to be fine.
Go nowadays. But he has to be so careful about not getting Lord VP.
33 pushes
Don't
out
lose your
again.
supports here.
Gonna see
Look at them just
Resolution.
run past
the supports. Immediately going to be targeted. Solo does have the shallow grave on him. Tries to walk it off with Glimmer Cape. He's going to be okay, but Science needs to save. They're going to have to use that.
They save each other.
There's no one with the triple electric vortex with the rolling thunder on through.
Oh, he didn't get his BKB out.
Seb, they've taken him out, but the two supports are also going to die, and no one is low on mana right now. Zayats is actually saved. There was an appeal coming in that they only lost their 5 position. A buyback came out from Seb there. That was a 5 for a core.
Is now gone. They're gonna jump.
They see the Stormshare in the top lane, so immediately they try and jump ILTW. Solo.
He's very tanky. They will not get in
the
for
Glimmer
this.
Cape. They're not going to overdo it here. They don't overcommit for ILTW, and the supports also don't commit some of their defensive abilities just yet. Stormshare jumps over the side. They see him. Oh, there goes the global silence. No one. He still has the Yule Scepter though, and Seb
perfect
does
by
not
no one.
bother to go for it.
He uses himself, and now they've got to get out. They're gonna lose a silencer here
Yeah,
for
no
free.
kill. He's certainly dead. Seb, are they going to go back in? The Primal Roar. They found the back line. Solo, they're going to try to press the really shallow grave. Science saves him. The black hole comes up through. The BKB black hole on the 4. The rolling thunder goes on through. Stalls up the damage from Sumail. Can he actually down Sumail? They actually do. Oh, ILTW. He's putting out the damage. He's pumping out the brakes. He's going to go for Seb. Slow him down with the viscous nasal goo. The snowball. Oh, they got another one. Resolution comes through. They manage to get him. ILTW with a sick bash takes the 4th kill, and that's a dieback from Seb. More damage out with the Magnum Scepter on the Enigma.
Now he's taking a lot of damage, but look, the 2 supports on the back line. It's so hard for OG. You don't want to commit the roar for one of these 2 supports because they save each other. So you almost simultaneously have to flip the switch. Sox has to go for one, 33 has to go for the other, while you're popping global so they can't save each other. It's such a complicated way to win this game now. If ILTW just sits up here, and he's going to commit. Sumail tries to go for the supports. He wants him to...
Trying to get that fast kill, but no one immediately grabs
they grab
the vortex. The global silence goes off a little bit too late. No one in some trouble. The black hole actually lacking him too, but they do have the false promise. No one may survive for a little bit longer. They manage to get a bash onto Zeb. Now the roll in from Resolution. Rolling Thunder bounces once, twice onto Soxa. Hops over him, hits 33 instead, while no one goes up to full health. Laying into Soxa, trying to get that kill. A punch in the air, and no one will retreat back to the rest of his team, or they're going to try and deal with Sumail. Sumail low on mana here. One sleight of fist, but now he's going to come back down to earth. Quickly surrounded by Virtus.pro heroes. He's maybe dying here. Soxa tries to bail him out with a snowball. They're getting the LTW's trying to get him with the abyssal. Can they kite him? Damage just a little more, but no! Sumail, he goes for the TP. No one finally gets him. He finally gets that kill, but he's committed his life to be able to get that, and he will certainly die without the mana. ILTW, now a man, a machine, a monster, just looking for more kills, and a 2 versus 4. The roll is like ILTW tries to save his support. He goes for Seb. Seb's so low, but now he's been broken as well. Tries to slow him down even further. BKB goes off. No more slows. He's able to get away. Instead, he turns on to Notel. Notel laying the damage on his Zayats, but he survives. He gets through all of that, runs away with ILTW. They get that kill on the 1 support. The shard hit, blocked him in, but immediately an abyssal blade. Soxa still gets off. He's still alive. A bash. One more, and he can save him, but Zayats, he finally goes down. But it cost them so much. OG, they've committed so hard just to be able to kill a damn 4 position. ILTW slows him down to a crawl. A board blocks him in. A 33. He gets the blink away. A TP. Is he gone? Can he get out? No bash. No. ILTW misses the kill.
Right now, both fans of both teams should be so excited right now.
A 4-man smoke up.
Maybe if they catch that, here's the bash.
He managed to get a bash with a blink away immediately by Resolution.
Not willing to commit there, and rightfully so. They don't have enough vision right now. They don't want to just ditch their supports. Keep your supports alive, VP. And this is the most cat and mouse thing I've ever seen. It's keep your supports alive. Find the supports, OG.
It's so crazy to me that this team fight could come down to, because very likely Seb's going to target ILTW, right? He's got the Abyssal.
Yes.
So in turn...
Well, he wants the Storm.
Oh, they're going to go for it here. Lotus Orb bouncing back. That Malif is stunned. He cleanses it off with Guardian Greaves. Solo does something similar here. ILTW has been Silver Edged, and he's taking a lot of damage right now. That's why no one's going to come in, grab a few heroes, and give ILTW the space to retreat.
It takes so much for either team to win a team fight at this point.
But if he hits the black hole on ILTW, then it's up to Rezo to get a bash off a Swashbuckle.
Yes. Which we've seen him do before.
Yeah.
and he's going to buy out that Aghanim Scepter. He's got a Quickening Charm too. That's why it feels like Black Hole is always up.
He's got the Abyssal Blade now on Rezo with the Minotaur Horn. We've got Witless Shaco on Zayat, so he's at 3k HP. He is not easy to bring down.
No, not at all. He almost lived in that last engagement. He was like a quarter second off from being able to cast Greaves and then grave himself, and that would have been the death of 33.
Spell Prism for the Storm. Saksa, he won solo. He always won solo, and he may just have him too. Solo, can't even get off the Fallen Promise. The Rolling Thunder on 2 with the Vortex Show. That might just be able to seal it. The Black Hole goes up, and no one talks it. And the Rolling Thunder finishes off N0tail. Immediately buys back ILTW. Managed to get the Abyssal Blade. 33, went for the kill on his Giants, but he's so damn tanky. 33, can't really do anything there. He has to retreat. Back underneath the Sentry, there goes that Abyssal Blade. Used onto Saksa. Saksa still has a snowball. And he has a blink up. Can he blink away? He blinks away in time before the Rolling Thunder can catch him. Rezo, he used his Refresher Orb for this. They need a kill, and they found N0tail. N0tail gets off the Global Silence, but he's certainly dead. OG, can they do anything off this one? The Yield Scepter going down. The Rolling Thunder is still going up. They chained up Sumail and Seb. Now a Bachelor fall up on his side as well. He's dead. He does have a buyback. They're going to try and chase Sumail next. The Shallow Grave goes off onto no one. No one turning. Sumail surrounded. He's dead as well. Another buyback could be forced as ILTW marches straight for those barracks.
Seb, without Black Hole, what are you supposed to do here? Maybe he just buys out Refresher, sells a bunch of stuff. I don't know. But that Black Hole did not connect in the way they needed him to.
No, it certainly did not.
And all the buybacks coming out now.
Now they have to stall for 50 seconds if they want this. Oh, lower kick! It pushed Saksa into the rest of Virtus.pro, and ILTW, they really want to go for him.
This is not the target you wanted to kick into the base.
Saksa, he's so tanky, but eventually he's going to die here.
Another
left
kick
in the middle of him. Kicks Rezo into his allies, but at the same time, they can't do anything with these positionings. They don't have the damage to take advantage of that.
He needs to kick the supports.
He needs to kick Solo or Zayat into the rest of OG.
And instead, he just gives him a freebie. He doesn't have buyback. 577 gold short.
He dropped the gem as well, so it's going to be a lot harder to be able to kill Solo. Solo is currently smoked. 2-man remnant. Follow up with the swap smuggle. The bash went down, and now they're going to be able to get on top of Seth. That's a dieback. Sumail against the world. He's going to have to be able to slide a fist and get back to the fountain and play with this. Constantly harassing BP. But they know they see this opportunity. They're going to start chopping down those tier 4s. A glyph goes in. 33 and Sumail. And next up, N0tail. A 3 versus 5. Could they possibly do this? It's going to be rented out. No one. A little bit low, but the Rolling Thunder is just going to keep them chained right in front of their fountain. No hope to retreat. Only a buyback available for 33, and Virtus.pro taking the buildings. They will take everything from OG in this best of 5 finals. They have done it. A 2-1, but they come back in game 4. They come back in game 5, and Virtus.pro are your ESL 1 LA champions.